In a large bowl, whisk together the flour and brown sugar. Scatter the cubes of butter into the flour mixture and use a pastry cutter to blend in the butter until the mixture is crumbly. Stir in the pecans and set aside a 3/4 cup portion of the mixture for the topping. Spray an 8-inch baking dish with cooking spray. Pour the remaining crumb mixture into the baking dish and use your fingers to press it into an even layer. Bake at 350 degrees for 15 minutes or until the edges of the crust are lightly browned. In a large bowl, use a hand mixer to beat softened cream cheese and coconut sugar until smooth. Add pumpkin puree, eggs, pure vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice. Mix until well blended. Pour the pumpkin cheesecake filling over the crumb crust. Sprinkle the remaining crumb mixture evenly over the filling. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes or until the topping is golden brown. Cut the pumpkin pecan cheesecake into a dozen bars and serve.
In a saucepan over low-medium heat, whisk together chopped white chocolate and a half cup of whole milk, and continue whisking until the white chocolate is melted. The best hot chocolate is made with a high-quality white chocolate. Add the rest of the milk, pumpkin puree, and pumpkin pie spice, and whisk until the mixture is hot. Take a deep breath and let the pumpkin and spice aromas warm your soul. Pour a small amount of white hot chocolate into 2 to 4 glasses or mugs. Add 1 ounce of Kahlua to each glass and stir to combine. Pour more white hot chocolate into each glass to the top. You'll want to start sipping immediately. But be patient, you're not done yet. Your drink needs a gorgeous garnish. A drizzle of caramel sauce and a dash of pumpkin pie spice. Your boozy pumpkin white hot chocolate is ready.
In a large bowl, whisk together flour, baking soda, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, and salt. The generous quantity of spices give these pumpkin bars an enticing fall flavor. In the bowl of a stand mixer, beat the butter until creamy. Add the brown sugar and cream the butter and sugar together. Beat until the mixture is light and fluffy. Add in the egg and vanilla, then scoop pumpkin puree into the bowl and beat until the mixture is well combined. Combine the dry ingredients slowly to the pumpkin mixture with the mixer on low speed. Mix just until combined, then set aside. In a clean mixing bowl, beat softened cream cheese until smooth. Add in the sugar, egg, and vanilla until well combined. Spray the bottom and sides of a 9x13-inch baking dish with cooking spray and add a sheet of parchment paper to the bottom. Spread 2/3 of the pumpkin batter onto the dish. Spoonfuls of the sweetened vanilla cream cheese batter are then dropped on top, followed by the remaining pumpkin batter. Use a spatula to gently swirl the pumpkin and cream cheese mixtures together. Toss pepitas and ground cinnamon and sprinkle them onto the pumpkin cream cheese batter to add a lovely pumpkin seed flavor and crunch. Bake the cake for 35 to 40 minutes and allow the bars to cool.
Rice Krispie treats are just that, a treat, no matter the occasion or the season. So these Rice Krispie Treat pumpkins, inspired by one little project, are the perfect pairing for your fall festivities. These pumpkin treats are absolutely adorable and look fantastic on any type of fall holiday table. Whether you're looking for something a little extra for your Halloween party or want something fun for the kids' table at Thanksgiving, these little pumpkins are sure to delight your family and your guests. If you've made Rice Krispie Treats before, you know the drill. This recipe doesn't stray far from that tried and true combo of butter, marshmallows, and Rice Krispies. While they're still warm, press a miniature Rolo into the top of each pumpkin for the stem, and beside the stem, add a green M&M for the pumpkin's leaf. Now you have charming pumpkins for your treat table, and better yet, they're edible.
Pour a small amount of honey into a small plate. Sprinkle brown sugar into a second small plate. Roll the edge of a highball glass in the honey to coat the rim, then roll the rim in the brown sugar. Add pumpkin puree, 1 teaspoon of honey and lemon juice from half a lemon to a cocktail shaker. Muddle the mixture to mix the ingredients. Add ice and bourbon to the shaker and shake vigorously for 10 to 15 seconds. Add extra ice cubes to the prepared highball glass, strain the cocktail mixture into the glass. Top off with ginger beer and garnish the glass with a lemon twist. Serve immediately. Spray a 15 by 10 inch baking sheet with baking spray. Line it with a large sheet of parchment paper and spray again. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and salt. In the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment, beat the eggs and granulated sugar until a thick mixture forms. Pour in pumpkin puree and beat until well combined. Pour the flour mixture into the pumpkin mixture and beat on low to moisten the dry ingredients. Increase the mix speed and beat just until combined. Using a spatula, spread the pumpkin mixture evenly onto the prepared baking sheet. While the cake is baking, combine cream cheese, powdered sugar, butter, and vanilla in a large mixing bowl. Using an electric hand mixer, beat the ingredients together until they are creamy and smooth. Spread a thin kitchen towel on a flat surface and sprinkle with powdered sugar. Immediately loosen the cake from the baking pan and turn it onto the towel. Carefully remove the parchment paper from the cake and roll the cake up in a towel starting at the narrow end. Set the cake on a wire rack to cool. Carefully unroll the cake on a flat surface, keeping the towel underneath the cake. Evenly spread the cream cheese filling on the cake all the way to the edges. Gently re-roll the cake, keeping the filling inside.